I used to choose one of those. And as it says, Diwali is the one of the most important festival of Hindus. I mean, that was the first line I used to write, and it is the festival of lights. So let's see. Now we have grown up. I grew up from that kid to a middle-aged woman. So now, what is the meaning of Diwali? We will unpack together from the spiritual perspective and what Krishna has to say about Diwali. So before we begin, let's invoke the blessings of our acharyas, and then we will dive into the topic. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurulminitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sahagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo 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 Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Romapada Swaminiti Namine. Okay, so why do we celebrate Diwali? What is the reason behind it?
It's fun.
Utsav. Utsav means ut, let go, and sava means to let go of the sorrows. So it's Utsav, yes. What else? Yes. The most popular or well-known reason is Sri Ram came to Ayodhya after 14 years of exile. Another reason mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam is the churning of milk ocean, where goddess Lakshmi appeared and she saw Narayan and she wanted to make him her eternal consort. So this is another reason, at least these two I know. So the most well-known is, as Abhay said, it is the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya, when Lord Ram was banished for 14 years to go to forest, and we all know that story, so we are not going into it, why he went to Vanvas and all that. So after completing the exile, Ram returned to Ayodhya. The people welcome him by lighting rows of lamp across the city. So it is Deepavali. Deep means diya, Avali means rows of lamp. So that's what Deepavali means, lighting the rows of lamp. This is the joyful event, and that becomes Diwali. It symbolizes victory of good over evil. Lord Ram killed Ravan. So that is the victory of good over evil, light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance, and reunion of the Lord with his devotees. Now, let's see. So, when Ayodhya Vasis, when Ram left, Ayodhya Vasis were very unhappy, unsatisfied. They were full of sorrow. They were not contented with anything they were doing. So, what was changed? I mean, physically, visibly, nothing changed. Their status quo remained. Bharat was leading. So, nothing really changed physically. They were not suffering. They were as opulent, as vibrant the city was before also. But they were not happy. So, what was the reason? What changed during those 14 years? What made Ayodhya Vasis bewildered? What was that changed? Separation. The Lord left. Lord Rama left from Ayodhya. So Ayodhya Vasis were missing Lord. They were missing Lord from Ayodhya. So if we look back in our lives, we are also looking for something, that missing piece of puzzle, right? That contentment, that void, that emptiness is there in the heart. And we try to fulfill that happiness with everybody's interest is different. Somebody try to fill that void with food, good food. Somebody want to go on a luxurious vacation. Somebody wants a new model of a car. Somebody wants to purchase iPhone every year. It gets released in September. So everybody is trying to search and look for that happiness somewhere. But this world is full of distractions, and we are not introspecting, we are not realizing that the real reason behind that void or emptiness is absence of Lord in the heart. Although the Lord is sitting in our hearts, but we are so conditioned for so many lives that we forgot that Lord is sitting in our heart. So this Diwali, what we want to do is we want to recognize that we want the Lord back in our hearts, so that we do not search for this missing piece of puzzle elsewhere, and we look for that happiness inside our hearts. So the real Diwali begins when we realize that Lord Ram is coming to the Ayodhya of our hearts. That's what we wanted to try. That's when the real Diwali will begin. Lighting the lamps, yes, no matter how many lamps we light externally, no matter how many lights we lamp externally, but the darkness inside our heart will not be gone. We cannot dispel that darkness, because that darkness is due to the ignorance. So we will see. Ayodhya Vasis cleaned their homes, decorated and lit lamps to welcome the Lord. This we are talking about somewhere back in Treta Yugas, when people were pure, their hearts were filled with love. They did not have any impurity. To welcome Lord, all they need to do is clean their clean their homes. That's all they need to do, because their hearts were already cleaned. Their hearts were filled with love for Lord Ram. All they needed was to clean and decorate their homes so that their Lord come back. But in this yuga, the Kali Yuga, where people have lot of anarthas, the 6 anarthas which we read in the scriptures. What is that? Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Matsar. So our heart is filled of that. We are too occupied to look for the Lord in our heart, because we are too occupied with all these 3 friends which we have in all these 6 friends which we have in our hearts, right? So what we need to do is we need to cleanse our heart. So we have double duty. Clean the home, decorate home, lit the lamps externally, plus we have to cleanse the heart. Then only the Lord will come in our heart. And once Lord comes in our heart, everything will fall in place and we will again be happy. Like Ayodhya Vasis, when Lord Ram returned, they were happy. Now the question arises, yes, we want to clean our heart, we realized, but how do I do that? Yes, I want to do it today. I want to clean it like right now. Do I call cleaning lady and clean it? How do I do that? So the answer is in Bhagavad Gita. As we say that Bhagavad Gita is manual of our day-to-day living. So the answer for cleaning the heart is also in Bhagavad Gita. Let's see, what is that? Any guesses? Yeah. Yes. Because that's the Yoga Dharma. Kirtanad, what is that? Kirtanad, Hari Kirtanad. I forgot, whatever. So that's the Yoga Dharma we have, right? So 10.10, Chaturshloki Gita. Krishna says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mama upiyanti te. So what Krishna is saying here is, those who are constantly devoted to me, serving me with love, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So the point to be noted here is constantly devoted to loving service of me. It's not once in a while, constantly. Satatam. Satatam is the word here. Further to this, in 10.11, Krishna says, Tesham evanukampartham aham ajnanajam tama. So what he says, Tesham, to whom? Those who are doing satatam kirtayanto, those who are constantly chanting my name, to them, out of compassion, dwelling in their hearts, I destroy the darkness and bring in the knowledge. So, just if I have to unpack these two verses, so in one line, Krishna is saying, if somebody who is constantly chanting my name, to them, out of compassion, out of mercy, I give them the divine knowledge and dispel the darkness from their heart. Now the question comes is, what is the darkness? What does darkness means, or what is the ignorance? So let's first understand the darkness. What does darkness means? If you have to define darkness, absence of light is what, that's how best we can define darkness. That is the absence of light. Now how we can dispel the darkness? Lighting the lamp, bringing in the light, right? Like a cave that is in darkness for many years, and you just lit one lamp in there, it will become not full of light, but the darkness will go away, right? So darkness will go away only when we bring in the light. Now come to the ignorance. What is ignorance? Lack of knowledge. Ignorance is lack of knowledge. What is that knowledge? According to Prabhupada, the perfect knowledge is surrendering on to Krishna. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanvam mam prapadyate. So the perfect or the divine knowledge which Krishna is talking about in 10.11 is Jnanvan mam prapadyate. So the divine knowledge is surrendering on to Krishna. That is the divine knowledge which Krishna will ignite in our hearts when we constantly chant his name. Now let's go back again to ignorance. Let's understand the ignorance a little bit, because people might say that, no, I'm not ignorant, you might be, I have all the knowledge. So the ignorance means not knowing who am I, not knowing who Lord is, not knowing why I am suffering, not knowing why I am planning for success and happiness, but I am only getting misery. Not knowing why bad things happen to good people, not knowing why somebody is very happy and somebody is suffering. If we do not know the answer of any of this question, it means we are in ignorance. Or if we do not understand, even if we know, but if we do not understand, or if we do not realize this to the core of our heart, it means we are in ignorance. And if we accept that we are in ignorance, and if we are ready to work on that ignorance, then these following slides might help you. But if we do not realize that we are in ignorance and we do not want to work on it, then maybe in half an hour we will have prasadam. So we saw in this that what is ignorance, and some of us agreed that we wanted to work on this ignorance, so that we want the divine knowledge in our hearts, so that the Lord comes in our heart and we will be happy ever after. So how to do that? How to cleanse the heart, right? We saw that for Ayodhya Vasis, there was just one job to clean their homes and they are done, tada, Lord is welcomed. But for us, we have to clean our homes. We should clean our homes in Diwali, because cleaning also declutters our mind. So that is very important. So I laughed because I am a cleanliness freak. So how to cleanse the heart? So seva, satsang and sadhana. Seva, service. Satsang, association of book Bhagavad or association of devotee Bhagavad, listening to the lectures, taking association of your gurus, listening lectures of previous acharyas, that is satsang. And sadhana. Sadhana means a practice to achieve something. So that is the continuous practice. So let's take what is seva, what Krishna has to say about seva in Gita. Krishna says, Yad karoshi, yad asnashi, yad juhoshi, yadashidad. So what Krishna is saying is, in chapter 9, Krishna says that whatever you are doing, just do it as an offering to me. Just do it as a service to me. So that's what seva is. Also in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Rupa Goswami says, Sevan mukhehi jivhado. The service begins from tongue. And one of them is very easy, to eat prasadam. The second is constantly chanting. So that's one of the way of doing services, sevan mukhehi jivado. It starts from tongue. We can start with constantly chanting Lord's name and eating his prasad. Then also in Srimad Bhagavatam in Canto 1, it is mentioned that na utpatayadi yadi ratim shrama eva hi kevalam. So whatever we are doing, if it is not developing love for Krishna, then it is not more than just a manual labor. So the thing is, we should work in such a way that whatever we are working, we should offer to Krishna. Swanusthitasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. So whatever we are doing according to our varna ashram dharma, whatever duty or prescribed duties we are doing, we should do to satisfy Lord Hari. We should do to please Lord Hari. So that is seva. Also Lord Hari can be pleased by serving the devotees, right? So that is also seva. Then satsang. Association of devotees. There is a book Bhagavad and there is a devotee Bhagavad. There are many times when we cannot make devotee association. Then we should take shelter of the books or the scriptures which Srila Prabhupada has given us. So that is satsang. And nityam bhagavat sevaya. So this is also nityam. I mean, it is not like once in a week, every Sunday or Wednesday I will just read. No, it's a nityam bhagavat sevaya. So we should do seva, meaning whatever we are doing, we should offer it to Krishna. We should do it in a consciousness that whatever I am doing, Krishna has entrusted that to me, so I am doing for pleasure of Lord. That should be our consciousness. Second is, we should be reading at least, if not much, at least one verse of Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam every day. And next is sadhana. That is the most important part. Sadhana is chanting, prayer. As Patri Prabhu says, push, push, push. Pray until something happens, and we should we should chant every day. It's mentioned in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, and my Guru Maharaj also stress on this a lot. He says that constantly and for a longer period of time, if we chant, then something will happen. So it's not like I am chanting from past 2 years and nothing happening. That's not how it is. Constantly and for a longer period of time. So that is called as sadhana. So seva, satsang, sadhana, that will purify our heart. And okay. So these are the things. Sounds very simple and easy, right? Very simple. But when we try to do it, it becomes very hard because we need some kind of reminders. We need those reminders, a little text. Please join Kartik reading, right? So thank you, Ramchandra Prabhu, for keeping all of us on track, because we get so sucked up in our day-to-days that we forget that it's 8:30 p.m. and Kartik reading. So we need the devotee association. We need those reminders. So that is the power of association. So seva, satsang and sadhana, the success of all this depends on the association. It depends on the ecosystem. It depends on the people to remind us that, hey, you are losing your track, come back. When you do not come to Sunday programs consecutively for 1 or 2 Sundays, you get a text message. Where are you? Is everything okay? Those are your people. Those are your people reminding you that we missed you. You are in our thoughts, right? So that's the wealth. That is the social wealth we all have. And this International Society of Krishna Consciousness provides us that ecosystem. We should not take this lightly. It is not based on any sentiments. It might be. It can be a sentimental movement, but is also scientific. And we'll see what I mean by scientific. So this is the power of association. Jaisa sang vaisa rang. So a man is known by the company he keeps, right? Now, a study was done in Harvard. It is a 75 years old study. It started in 1938 with 724 people and it ended up with 1300. And that study said that not wealth, not fame or career or success, that is the strongest predictor of long-term happiness. It is the relationship we build. It is the relationship which we have, the relationship which is based on love we have. That is the topmost factor of long-term happiness, health, and mental well-being. And this is done by a study in Harvard. So we cannot take this lightly. And it's a buzzword everywhere. Where whatever podcast you hear these days, they are like relationships are at the topmost. And what we are doing here is we are building the relationship. So that's what, if we wanted to do anything, if we wanted to even start devotional service, we need the ecosystem, and that ecosystem is our devotee association. So this social fitness, the ability to build and maintain meaningful relationships, and is essential to overall well-being. People with strong supportive relationships in that study were found happier, healthier, more resilient to stress, less likely to suffer from chronic illness like diabetes or heart disease. So it says that the people who were the most satisfied in their relationship at age 50 were the healthiest at age 80. That's what found in the studies. And the study uncovered that the people who are happiest at the age of 50 were people who had strong relationships built on love, not on any other factor, not on the transactions, not on based on give and take, based on love. So those people were found to be the happiest people. So these are the 4 bases of relationship. Whatever relationship we have, that can be broadly classified into these 4 groups. Relationship based out of fear. We might have we cannot put everybody in that category, but we might have this fear-based relationship in our offices, right? Kid might have with their teachers. What is that fear-based relationship is out of job insecurity with so many things happening with the visas and whatnot, right? There is a lot of job insecurity. So that kind of relationship is based on fear-based relationship. Where we have fear of something, fear of losing our face, fear of being judged. So if the relationship is based on fear, it is a relationship on fear, and this is the lowest category of relationship. As we go up the ladder, that is the desired category of the relationship. The second comes as the desire, which is based on the transaction, give and take. You scratch my back, I scratch my back, that kind of relationship. And that we have in the professional world most of the time with the colleagues, right? I help you in this, maybe he will help me sometime in future, right? That kind of relationship. Then out of duty, out of our dharma, whatever dharma we have, right? Out of duty, our duty as a wife, our duty as mother, our duty as kids. So those kind of relationships are a little bit at the top, which provides stability. And the highest is the relationship based on love. And the relationship based on love gives the fulfillment, joy, and contentment in life. And we saw this, that the Harvard study has proved that also, right? So what we are doing in this International Society of Krishna Consciousness, that is what we are preaching, right? We are preaching. If you ask anybody sitting here that what is your topmost goal, what is your highest goal in life?
Loving Krishna.
Yes, Krishna Prema. So that's what we are preaching, right? We want to have Krishna Prem. We want to have love. We are not saying that Krishna, I'll chant your name and you give me promotion or you give me what, right? That's not the basis of our relationship. We are saying we want Krishna Prema. That is the highest relationship. That's what we are saying here, right? So, but will loving Krishna make our relationship with everybody else? I mean, we are preaching, or we are saying that love Krishna, that's the topmost, right? But will it be enough if I just love Krishna? Will everything fall in place? Yes. Reason, Mama eva ansha jiva loka jiva bhuta sanatana. So we all are part and parcel of Krishna. So if we serve Krishna, everybody will indirectly be served. Otherwise, each one of us are different individuals, and if I try to please each one of you, it's next to impossible. We cannot please everybody in this material world because everybody is contaminated little bit. Prabhupada says that if we are born in this material world, it doesn't mean that we are perfect. It means that we have some sort of anartha. Yes, the degree to which the anartha each one is having might be different, but everybody has some anarthas in their heart. But if we keep Krishna in center, if we water the root of a tree, all the leaves and twigs will be automatically watered. So that's what we do here. We serve Krishna, we try to please Krishna, and when we please Krishna, automatically everybody else will be pleased. Now, does it mean that there are no conflicts in devotee communities? Does it mean that everybody is very happy and everything is happy-go-lucky here? No. We have to sometimes puncture our egos here. Sometimes there are conflicts, but those conflicts are not long-lived. Reason being, our goal is same. We all are working towards same goal. And what is our goal? Is to please Krishna. So if our goal is same, then we can work together. But if our goal is to please me, myself, then it's very hard to work together to unite in a community like this. But if we keep the goal to just please Krishna and satisfy him, then it will work out. But if we have our own goals coming into this community, coming into this movement, then it will be very difficult. We will have ego clashes. So whenever there are any conflicts with devotees, and it happens, it will happen. Reason being, we are conditioned soul. It is like we are going to the hospital and thinking that everybody is fit and fine and healthy. No, we are here in this material world because we have some kind of disease, right? A person is in hospital because he is sick. The degree of sickness might be different. Somebody is serious who is on a life supporting drug, or somebody is just there for going through a flu or something, right? But everybody is sick here. So it will happen, clashes will happen, but if Krishna is in the center, things will fall in place. So that is about loving Krishna, keeping Krishna in the center. For the if we join this movement, or if we start bhakti initially, it might be very difficult for us to keep Krishna in center because we have not seen Krishna, right? It's difficult because he is, to understand him a little bit, we need some sort of purity. So it's very difficult to work for Krishna. So Rupa Goswami has given a solution for that also. He says that if it is difficult to, he did not say that, I'm just building up. As in, if it is difficult to work for Krishna, to satisfy or please Krishna, what we can do is we can build some loving relationship with the fellow devotees. And when we love devotees, then automatically Krishna will be satisfied also, because jaisa sang vaisa rang. So Rupa Goswami says, dadati pratigranati guhyam akhyati praschati bhungte bhojate chaiva shad vidhi priti lakshanam. So he says that we should dadati pratigranati. We should give and receive gifts from devotee. We should speak our heart out. We should listen. We should call them at our home. We should feed them. We should go to their home. And Kartik is the best time to do that, to invite devotees to our home, to feed them, to offer them gifts, right? So that's what Rupa Goswami says. And that's what many of us are doing here, right? So it's coming from the scriptures. People are not just making up here. So that's what Rupa Goswami says. So these are the four bases of relationship. So I think we started off with inviting Lord in our hearts, and for that we saw three things: seva, satsang and sadhana. And in order to do those three things, we need ecosystem. And devotee association is that ecosystem, that is the powerhouse which fuels us to go longer. They say that when you have to go far, walk with everybody else, and when you walk alone, when you have to walk fast, you walk alone. But if you have to walk for long or far, then you go with people, you go together. So, but we wanted to go far, right? We wanted to achieve Krishna Prema, which is easy, but it's just that distractions are too much here. That one distraction we always carries with us, right? That has the world in it. That distraction are smartphones. That is one of the biggest distraction all of us have. That is avoiding. I'm not getting words. Okay, so that's the biggest distraction we have. Okay, so what is the Diwali message? Don't just clean and decorate homes, clean the hearts too. Welcome Lakshmi Narayan, not just Lakshmi. So, we do not just have to welcome Lakshmi. When Lakshmi comes alone, she will come on Ullu. She will come on owl. When Lakshmi comes with Narayan, she will come on Garuda. Garuda represents intelligence, Sumati. Jahan Sumati, Tulsidas in Ramcharitramanas says, Jahan Sumati Maha Sampatti Nana, Jahan Vipatti, Jahan Kumati Maha Vipatti Nidana. So we not just have to welcome Lakshmi, we have to welcome Lakshmi and Narayan both. When I was a young kid, my grandmom used to say that we should decorate our home, clean our home, because on the Diwali day, which is tomorrow, at night 12 a.m. Goddess Lakshmi will come on a round, and she sees whoever's house is most lit up and whoever's house is most clean and decorated, she will come and stay there. So we should not forget this. We should keep this consciousness also. We should clean and decorate our houses. But at the same time, if we are awake up until 12 a.m. waiting for that Lakshmi by opening our doors, at the same time we should open the doors of our heart also by chanting the names of Lord Narayan. Because Lakshmi will be most attracted only by Narayan. Only Narayan can attract Lakshmi. We cannot attract Lakshmi. So if we want Lakshmi and Narayan or Lakshmi to come in our homes, we should chant the names of Lord Narayan. And when Lakshmi comes with Narayan in our houses, she will stay there for longer. Lakshmi is chanchala. If she will come alone, she will go next day. So if we invite Lakshmi and Narayan together in our home, she will stay. And Lakshmi is just not wealth. Lakshmi is of many kinds. Santan Lakshmi, Vara Lakshmi, Dhana Lakshmi, Shubha Lakshmi. So that is all Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the overall well-being. And it is mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu then we start devotional service. The first two things come is Klesha Agni goes and Shubhada comes. So when we start devotional service, all auspiciousness comes our way and the miseries go away. So what we have to do is Satatam Kirtayanto Mam, always chant and remember Krishna. Then Cheto Darpana Marjanam will happen. Heart becomes pure. And then what Krishna out of compassion does is Jnana Deepena Bhashavat. Lamp of divine knowledge shines in our heart. And then Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma. What else we want? Happiness. Whatever we are doing, the back end motivation for that is happiness. So if we Satatam Kirtayanto, then Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma, then blissfulness, happiness, auspiciousness will come. So all we have to do is chanting. And why we are saying chanting? Chanting is because that is the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga. That is the in Treta Yuga it is Yagya. But in Kali Yuga, in the Yuga which we are in, so every Yuga has their own way of sadhana, the prescribed method of sadhana according to scriptures. So the prescribed method of sadhana for this Yuga is chanting. So Diwali often, and this is my last slide. So Diwali often signifies diya, right? Diwali means diya. We have to lit diya. So what we have to do this Diwali is light the diya of devotion with the wick of love, with the fuel of devotee association and the external stimuli, the fire, the matchstick, the lighter is chanting. So light the diya of devotion with love, take devotees alongside and do chanting. That is the message of Diwali. So this Diwali, light the lamp of devotion through chanting, purify through services, gain wisdom through Gita and scriptures, and let Lord Ram and Lord Krishna reside in the Ayodhya of our hearts. Jai Shri Ram. Happy Diwali. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Take one questions anybody has.
Hare Krishna Mataji. you so much for the good knowledge that we have learned today. My simple question, but yet sometimes gets difficult. We know we have to chant every day, right? But sometimes we have so many things to do and we are like, no, we'll do it later, we'll do it later. So we know we want to do it, but there is some kind of laziness or the willingness to do it immediately. So how do we overcome that block? Hare Krishna.
Chanting. there is no solution to not, I mean, there's no solution than to chant. But this devotee association really helps. If we keep the association of devotees, then they remind us. If we are off the track little bit, they text us, they call us that, hey, where are you? You are not showing up on the calls, and are you chanting? How's your chanting going on? So we need to keep this association, this ecosystem will help, but chanting is the solution. So bhava, kubhav, whatever, like even if we cannot chant or man nahi lag raha hai, but just chant, and one day cheto darpan marjanam will happen, when with the chanting little bit of purification of heart will happen, then we can chant more. The same question I had, I asked my Guru Maharaj, and he said that I asked him that we do, because if we have faith and if we prioritize things, then it will happen. But our priority is something else. And why the priority is not chanting? Because we are lacking that faith कि chanting से सब हो जाएगा, right? हमें लगता है कि नहीं, chanting से हमें खाना थोड़ी मिल जाएगा, right? So whatever faith we can muster, we should chant with that. And slowly, when little bit of anartha nivritti will happen, we can chant more. I hope that helps.